To you and to yours this very morning. It's 6:33 a.m. Nigerian time. This is Nigerian Info 95.1. You're listening to Morning Crossfire with Femi Live. Welcome to the show. Well, it is the fourth day in December 2023. Let's take a look at some of the biggest stories as we have them across the papers for the day. I am Femi D. I'm glad you joined in. Let's take a look at some of them. Let's get started.
Live on 95.1. With Femi D Live, Nigeria Info, Abuja, let's talk.
This is Morning Crossfire on 95.1 Nigeria Info.
Welcome once again. Hope you had a great weekend. For those who follow the world of football, especially the English Premier League, the scoreline was not bad. It's manageable, you would say. Yes, it was manageable, Nabi. What's the word for it? It was manageable. Chelsea, Brighton, 3-2. West Ham, Crystal Palace drew it all out in a 1-1 draw. Bournemouth against Aston Villa 2-2. Liverpool, Fulham 4-3. And Man City against Tottenham ended 3-3 as well in the game. All right, but that's not so much of a bad plan. It did go well for those who follow football. Now, let's follow through with the papers. Do remember the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers. And we on Nigeria Info are here to inform you of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Taking a look at Daily Trust, Leadership, Punch, Vanguard, The Sun. Well, these are papers we like to review at this time. So feel free to read more details about the headlines I'm about to read for you this very morning. Well, starting off with Daily Trust. How I chased Shekau out of Niger State. Ex-Governor Aliyu. Jakpa, we've interviewed more than 150,000 Nigerians. 30,000 students, says U.S. Embassy. How malaria almost ended my life, says victim. Outrage over Nigeria's 1,411 delegates to COP28 summit. UAE to provide humanitarian response stations across Nigeria. 3 months after, no clue on whereabouts of abducted Zamfara Vasti students. 700 Palestinians killed as Israel renews Gaza bombardment. Other stories, COP28, OB, presidency, trade words, over 1,411 Nigerian delegates in Dubai. NDLA, Bosch, Europe, Dubai bound drugs in jeans, dolls, and buttons. Atiku denies relationship with Intels. Nigeria female soldier wins gold at World Military Wrestling Championship. Other stories of interest this very morning, you'd also find police won't exit contributory pension scheme, says IGP. Benue government asks Senate to rescind decision on withholding local government's allocation. APC Plateau Speaker lock horns over swearing in of new lawmakers. APC wins all seats in Ekiti local government polls. Ararume kicks against appointment of new NNPCL chair. Fire God's NTA office in Sokoto. 2024 budget, 715 naira to a US dollar rate, a tall order, says Nwaleke. Senate appoints Ayatu Abubakar as consultant on sports. All right, well, these are just stories here and there as we have it from Daily Trust. Now to leadership. Nigeria will rise again, says Anglican primate. Put helicopter crash behind you, Air Chief tells survivors. COP28, Obi asks federal government to compete with China on production, not delegate size. Electoral, local government, judicial reforms are priorities, says Abbas. 400 billion state pension backlog threatens workers' retirement plan. I've sold my shares in Intel's long ago, says Atiku. Other stories of interest: APC clears Ekiti local government poll. PDP will always win in Plateau, says Arson. Tinubu supporters back Kyari's reappointment. Diri's 2024 budget lacks vision, direction to develop Bayelsa. That's according to a group now. PDP, Ayiwe, urge calm over appeal court verdict. Imo women protest, demand release of CTC results. Ekiti local government poll meant to democratize government at grassroots, says Oyebanji. All right, well, that's that. I think that's pretty much the stories from leadership for now. And now to Punch newspaper. Stories you have there. COVID-19 funds. Hospitals. Accounting officer risk jail dismissal, says rep. Five burnt to death. Five burnt to death. 11 injured in Akwa Ibom auto crash. Man 6. Whereabouts of missing 4 children demands help. Police arrest killers of Imo DPO. 3 soldiers arrested for stealing 374 ammunition rounds. Jakpa, hospitals reduce outpatients surgeries as 4,000 doctors migrate. Akwa Ibom Corps members, Akwa Ibom coppers, a kidnapper's den 4 months after abduction. Over 150,000 Nigerians applied for U.S. visa in 2023, says Envoy. And Guy's Lagos mechanic's car crushes mother and 2 children. Tax default. FIRS waivers fines issues December 31 deadline. Budget. National Assembly 6 agencies allocation rise by 40% to 1.4 trillion naira. Other stories I'm looking at, you find also man 6. Okay, Niger residents rescue abandoned anti-infested day-old baby. Anti-infested rather. Niger residents rescue abandoned ant-infested day-old baby. Ogopoli student killed in fresh robbery attack. NDLEA nabs Lagos Baron, uncovers consignments in doors and jeans. All right, Ogo community laments poor condition of Lincoln Bridge. And now to Vanguard for today. SGF to Nigerians. Keep faith. There's hope for Nigeria. Nigeria's economy begins major shift as oil sector rebounds. Uproar over Nigeria's 1,411 delegation to COP 28. Also of interest this very morning. Alleged killers of Imo DPO inspector arrested. I won't benefit from federal government's reinstatement of Intel's contract, says article. Tinubu's security and economy emphasis. Federal government to commence disbursement of presidential grants, loans to businesses. Craze for content. Creators now go for fake breasts, buttocks to boost viewership. Nigeria's economy begins major shifts. Firing NAS from the barrel of the gun. That's an opinion piece in Vanguard. Alleged urbanization agenda. Why Tinubu can't neglect the North. Shagari's son. 7 climate issues and announcements at COP28 summit in Dubai. Female candidates dominate as Ekiti holds local government polls. Appeal Court affirms Oti's election as Abia governor. PDP calls for calm. Tinubu asks Ayedatiwa to sign undated resignation letter, says commissioner. Other stories: police arrest 3 suspects for stealing church musical instruments. Gunmen kill fisherman, abduct 4 others off Bayelsa coast. My ex-wife hired quarters to lynch me for visiting my kids, says Eze, Lagos-based activist. Again, armed robbers attack Ogunpoli, kill 1, injure 9. All right, and from the Sun for today, we're still following through with other stories. And by the way, I forgot to mention, for those streaming on Facebook and on YouTube at this time, we'd like you to follow through by going on that platform. All right, keeping up with other stories this very morning as well. Still looking at the Sun. From the Sun newspaper for today now, 11 Supreme Court justices emerges this week. COP28, Tinubu under fire for traveling with 1,114 contingents. Federal government takes delivery of second Niger bridge from Julius Berger. Be patriotic, offer solutions to Nigeria's challenges. Abiodun urges spiritual leaders. 200 lawyers volunteer to assist and go Yusuf win case to assist and go and help Yusuf win case at Supreme Court. All right, well, that's that. Okay, let's listen to your opinions now. Do remember the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers. And we on Nigeria Info have only informed you of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
We'd like to take your calls on this very morning on 0700 951 0000. Okay, that's 0700 951 0000. You can also take on 080 9597 4869, and yes, 080 30137 will do fine as well.
Watch your number one talk station of the nation, Nigeria Info, every day of the week, Mondays to Friday, on YouTube to catch up with the Morning Crossfire.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
All right, then, remember to follow through with our editorial guide. Your calls need to be devoid of hateful speech, lies, fake news, and abuses. We ask of you to be truthful and factual as you share with us. Good morning to you. Welcome to the share.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
Joseph on the line.
All right, welcome, Joseph. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, dear. Okay, that's stay true. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Dr. Femi. How are you?
Very well. Thanks for joining.
Yes, my name is Obedient Elder from the Tony calling from Abuja.
All right, then.
Yes, Peter Obi told President Bola Tinubu to lay emphasis on production just like China, rather than traveling with a huge, humongous 1,400 plus delegates to Dubai summit. Now, Dr. Femi, you can see all the ways that Peter Obi always talks about. You see, whereas Peter Obi has been laying emphasis on cutting down on government delegations and all whatnot, rather than facing production like China that would have brought us Nigeria out from our economic woes. Look at what our old president Tinubu is doing to us in this country. It's unfair to us now. How can you travel with that huge, humongous crowd to go and do what? At least not less than at least 12 to 15 delegates, apart from himself, would have been enough, just like Kenya. So, as a matter of fact, Nigeria is in serious trouble. It's only God that
Thank
can
you, my brother.
us out from the hands of APC.
All right. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Oh, that does stay true. Good morning to you.
Good morning, my good brother.
Yes, welcome.
My brother, do I hear that Tinubu is traveling with 1,000 something people to Dubai?
1,411.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth, To do what? Hey! What is happening in Nigeria? What has that delegate to do what, my brother? To do what? Please, people in the media should call this man to order. Call President Tinubu to order. To do what? Nigeria should resist this one, no? Before our body will finish. We are suffering. We cannot eat 3 times in a day. We cannot do. We are not enjoying ourselves. We are traveling with 1,000 something people. Who do Nigeria this? Why? Who do Nigeria this thing?
But just to mention, the presidency says they only funded 100 from ministries, departments, and agencies. The other people, went on their own tab, on their own pay. That they only funded 100 people, not the 1,000.
Why is this only 100 people, my brother? To do what?
Less than 100, precisely.
Who cannot eat 3 times a day? They're killing Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria don't finish by my brother.
Nigeria is not finished, but I'm grateful that you had your say. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Paid a
Welcome.
visit to Yaku.
Welcome. Good morning.
My name is Abila.
All right, Abila. Welcome to the show.
Yes, sir. On the issue of the alleged DPO killer arrested, did I hear well that inspector arrested?
Well, I don't know the profile of those arrested, but I do have the briefing from the police. I'll play that as we go on during the course of the show.
Okay.
Yes, please.
No matter what happens, who is involved should face the full wrath of the law. And on the part of army arrested with ammunition, they stole ammunition. Mr. Femi, that is why you see the insecurity in the country cannot be tackled. Because you have insiders that are feeding the ammunition from the government that has to do with.
Oh, dear. Abila, are you still connected?
Feeding these bandits with ammunition. What are they doing with ammunition? Since you are a military personnel, at least a required ammunition is going to be given to you for you to be armed to do your duty as an army. But why is stealing? So they should be investigated. There is something behind that, Mr. Femi. Thank you for this great opportunity.
Thank you. Grateful to you. Good morning to you.
Hello?
Good morning. How are you today?
Morning.
Welcome. What's your name?
Go and check record. Yoruba, sir.
All right. Moving on, since you chose to be clever, we will cleverly take you off as well. Jeremiah Ugbedejo and Ebi says, good morning, Femi. Jeremiah from Itama, watching you live. Mazi Jola Sesi from Jigo Buhari says, I will just watch and listen to today without comment. Dr. Mr. Lebara from Owerri says, on COP28, what a wasteful generation that is uncontrollably squandering all the resources and opportunities God blessed us with. At this austral time, we are borrowing to fund the budget, and this government is not spending as a country that is ready to call down on high cost of governance. By all this frivolous spending, while taking this number of people, majority of Nigerians are disgusted and disappointed with all the flamboyant spendings. Okay, that's the view of Dr. Ms. Sulebara there. Biam Chang Gabila says, Family, alleged DPO killer inspector arrested. Let the law take its full course. Please, let the DPO and the family get justice. Olga Robert says, good morning, FMD. The APC government are clueless. The function in the UAE as virtual participation. 1,400 delegates total was a waste, even with the just sponsoring of about 100 delegates. He writes. That's Olga Roberts there. Good morning to you. I'm glad you joined the show.
Good morning, Dr. Femi D. Amelie. How are you? How is your lovely family?
Very well. Thanks for asking.
Happy new month.
Same to you.
Compliment of the season to you, to all Nigerians.
Thank you, sir.
Apart from the bogus delegation size of Nigeria to that summit, I'm calling on Mr. President Handler, with due respect, he should be adequately briefed and informed before he makes speeches before international fora. I didn't say Mr. President blunder, but they should manage him well. So he is representing over 2 million Nigeria. So there should not be defect in Mr. President mannerism before any international fora. And congratulations to the female military wrestler. Where is the Nigerian military games? The glorious days they should return it back. I've forgotten the other topic.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for your view. Grateful you shared them with us at this time. All right. Let me check on one more call and then we'll round this off for now until we'll come back after the break. Good morning.
Femi, good morning.
Yes, welcome.
Omar speaking.
Good to have you on.
1,411 delegates, my brother, and we are borrowing to fund the budget. This is outrageous. Oga beg, check them out. It's outrageous. It's not unthinkable. The defy Gary there. What's the matter? Haba. Thank you.
All right, thank you. It says that the frag Gary there. I'll leave it at that this very morning. I love it though, people. They always have a way of making it clearer to you when you think you've seen it all. Say the frag Gary there. Okay, let's keep it at that. We'll be back after the break. There are quite a number of stories also to venture into from stories across the weekend, and well, quite a number of things. Fubara has new protection. At least the community says they'll be protecting him. Local government elections did go on in some places. Some say it was partisan, some say it was just the same way where all packs of cards were to fall.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.